Hello there, friend. It's Saeed Risalat here, and I've got something really important to share with you. You know, dealing with anxiety can be tough, but it doesn't have to control your life. In this video, I'm going to share some personal experiences and tips on how to beat anxiety for good. Trust me, I've been there, and I know how overwhelming it can feel. But I also know that with the right strategies and mindset, you can manage your anxiety and live a happier, more fulfilling life. So, if you're ready to take control of your mental health and learn how to beat anxiety, then you definitely don't want to miss this video. Let's tackle this together. Did you know that anxiety is actually a natural response that helps us deal with stressful situations? It's like our body's way of saying, hey, let's be cautious and prepared. But sometimes, it can go into overdrive and become overwhelming. In this video, I'll share some tips on how to keep that anxiety in check so you can live your best life. So, grab a seat and let's dive in. Hey, Saeed Risalat here, your buddy on a mission to help you kick anxiety to the curb. You know, anxiety can be a real pain in the neck, making you feel like you're on a roller coaster you didn't sign up for. But fear not, my friend. In this video, I'm going to spill the beans on how I beat anxiety and how you can too. From therapy to medication, self-care to spirituality, I've got the inside scoop on what works. So, if you're ready to say adios to anxiety and hello to a calmer, happier you, then buckle up, because we're about to embark on a journey to Zen Town. Let's do this. Part 1. Understanding anxiety. Saeed. Hey, welcome back, my awesome viewers. Today, we're diving into the deep end of the anxiety pool. But don't worry, we're bringing floaties. So, what exactly is anxiety? It's like that friend who shows up uninvited and overstays their welcome. Am I right? But seriously, anxiety is your body's natural response to stress. It's that fight or flight mode kicking in, getting you ready to deal with whatever life throws your way. Viewer, but why do some people get anxious more than others? Saeed. Great question. It's like we all have different anxiety thresholds. Some of us have a hair trigger response, while others are cool as cucumbers. It could be genetics, life experiences, or just how our brains are wired. The important thing to remember is that it's totally normal to feel anxious sometimes. It's your body's way of saying, hey, pay attention, something's up. Viewer, so, what's the big deal about anxiety? Can't we just ignore it? Saeed, well, that's the tricky part. While a little anxiety can be motivating, too much can be overwhelming. It can mess with your sleep, your appetite, even your relationships. It's like having a monkey on your back, constantly chattering away. That's why it's important to find ways to manage it, so you can live your best life. Viewer, how do you know if you have anxiety or just feeling stressed? Saeed, another great question. Stress is like a short-term thing. You know, like having a big test coming up or a deadline at work. But anxiety, it's like stress on steroids. It lingers, it nags, it keeps you up at night. If you find yourself worrying constantly, feeling restless or on edge, or even having panic attacks, that's when it might be more than just stress. Viewer, got it. So, what's the first step in dealing with anxiety? Saeed. The first step is recognizing that you're not alone. Anxiety affects millions of people, and there's no shame in seeking help. Whether it's talking to a therapist, reaching out to friends and family, or even just educating yourself about anxiety, taking that first step is key. Remember, you've got this. and I'm here to help you every step of the way. Part 2. Strategies that work. Saeed, welcome back, my anxiety-fighting warriors. Now that we've got a handle on what anxiety is, let's talk about some strategies to tackle it head-on. First up, therapy. Viewer, therapy, like talking to a shrink. Saeed, exactly. Talking to a therapist can be super helpful in understanding and managing your anxiety. They're like your personal anxiety busters, helping you unravel those tangled thoughts and emotions. It's all about finding the right therapist who gets you, so don't be afraid to shop around until you find the perfect match. Viewer, what if therapy isn't my thing? Saeed, no worries. There are plenty of other strategies out there. Ever tried meditation or mindfulness? Viewer, not really. How does that help with anxiety? Saeed, think of meditation as a mental workout for your brain. It helps you focus on the present moment, rather than getting lost in anxious thoughts. And mindfulness is like meditation's sidekick, helping you stay grounded and calm in the face of stress. Plus, it's easy to do anywhere, anytime. Viewer, that sounds doable. What else can I try? Saeed, how about good old-fashioned self-care? Eating well, getting enough sleep, and exercising regularly can do wonders for your mental health. It's like giving your brain a spa day. And don't forget to take time for yourself, doing things you enjoy. Whether it's reading a book, taking a walk, or just chilling with your favorite music, self-care is key to keeping anxiety at bay. Viewer, what about medication? Is that an option? Saeed, absolutely. For some people, medication can be a game changer. It's like giving your brain a little extra help in balancing those chemicals that cause anxiety. But it's important to work closely with your doctor to find the right medication and dosage for you. And remember, medication is just one piece of the puzzle. It works best when combined with therapy and other strategies. Viewer, I've heard about exposure therapy. Is that something you recommend? Saeed, exposure therapy can be really effective for certain types of anxiety, like phobias or PTSD. It's all about facing your fears in a safe and controlled way, so you can learn to manage them better. But it's not for everyone, so be sure to talk to a therapist before diving in. Viewer, thanks for the tips. Saeed, I feel like I've got a better handle on how to tackle my anxiety now. Saeed, anytime, buddy. Remember, you're not alone in this. Together, we can beat anxiety and live our best lives. Part 3. The importance of self-care. Saeed, hey. Welcome back, my anxiety-fighting champions. Today, we're diving into the wonderful world of self-care. You know, taking care of yourself isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity, especially when you're battling anxiety. So, let's talk about some self-care strategies that can help keep those anxiety monsters at bay. Viewer, self-care, like treating myself to a spa day. Saeed, spa day, bubble bath, Netflix binge, you name it. Self-care is all about doing things that make you feel good, inside and out. It's like giving yourself a big, warm hug. And hey, it doesn't have to be fancy or expensive. Even simple things like taking a walk, cooking a nice meal, or spending time with loved ones can work wonders for your mental health. Viewer, what about sleep? I've heard that's important for managing anxiety. Saeed, absolutely. Sleep is like a magic potion for your brain. It helps recharge your batteries and keeps your mind sharp. But when anxiety comes knocking, sleep can sometimes be elusive. That's why it's important to create a bedtime routine that helps you unwind and relax. Try to avoid screens before bed, keep your bedroom cool and dark, and stick to a regular sleep schedule. Your brain will thank you. Viewer, exercise is another thing I've heard can help with anxiety. Is that true? Saeed, you bet. Exercise is like a natural antidepressant. It releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals in your brain, and reduces stress hormones like cortisol. Plus, it's a great way to distract yourself from anxious thoughts and boost your confidence. Whether it's hitting the gym, going for a run, or dancing around your living room, find an exercise routine that works for you and stick with it. Viewer, what about eating well? Does that really make a difference? Saeed, absolutely. Your diet plays a big role in your mental health. Eating a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins can help keep your brain in top shape. Plus, avoiding stimulants like caffeine and sugar can help reduce anxiety symptoms. So, next time you're feeling anxious, reach for a healthy snack instead of that bag of chips. Your body and mind will thank you. Viewer, thanks for the tips, Saeed. I'm excited to start incorporating more self-care into my routine. Saeed, anytime, buddy. Remember, self-care isn't selfish. It's a necessary part of staying healthy, both mentally and physically. So, take some time for yourself today and do something that makes you happy. You deserve it. Part 4. You're not alone. Building your support system. Saeed. Hey there, my anxiety-battling warriors. Today, we're talking about something near and dear to my heart, building your support system. You know, dealing with anxiety can feel like you're stranded on a desert island, but it doesn't have to be that way. Having a strong support system can make all the difference in your journey to mental wellness. So, let's talk about how to build one that works for you. Viewer, support system. Like, having people to talk to about my anxiety. Saeed. Exactly. Your support system is like your personal cheerleading squad, ready to lift you up when you're feeling down. It can include friends, family, therapists, support groups, or anyone who's got your back. The key is to surround yourself with positive, understanding people who genuinely care about your well-being. Viewer, but what if I don't have anyone to talk to about my anxiety? Saeed, that's okay. Building a support system takes time and effort. Start by reaching out to a therapist or counselor who can provide professional support. You can also look for online support groups or forums where you can connect with others who are going through similar experiences. And don't forget, I'm here for you too. You can always reach out to me if you need someone to talk to. Viewer, what about setting boundaries with people in my support system? Saeed, boundaries are crucial when it comes to your mental health. It's okay to say no to things that don't serve you or to take a step back when you need a break. Communicate openly and honestly with your support system about your needs and boundaries. Remember, taking care of yourself is your top priority. Viewer, how can I support someone else who's dealing with anxiety? Saeed, great question. Sometimes, just being there and listening can make a world of difference. Let them know that you're there for them, and offer your support in whatever way they need. Encourage them to seek professional help if necessary, and be patient and understanding. Your support can make a huge difference in their journey to wellness. Viewer, thanks for the advice, Saeed. I feel more confident in building my support system now. Saeed, anytime, buddy. Remember, you're not alone in this. We're all in this together, and together, we can conquer anxiety and live our best lives. So, reach out, connect, and build that support system that will help you thrive. You've got this. Well, folks, that's a wrap on our anxiety-busting adventure. Remember, anxiety might try to sneak back into your life, but armed with the right tools and mindset, you can keep it at bay. Whether it's therapy, medication, self-care, or spirituality, find what works for you and stick with it. And hey, don't forget to lean on your support system when you need a boost. You're not alone in this journey, and you've got what it takes to manage your anxiety like a boss. So, keep on keeping on, and here's to a happier, more peaceful you. Cheers!